Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna go check. Hey, we're still number 10. Let's go. How's everybody doing? Yo, King Julian, how are you? Thank you for the likes, Mogger. How are you doing? Probably. I actually do enjoy this. The more I play it, the more enjoyable it's been getting. Ooh. You see that delay? That means that I'm in a pretty rough server. 1 second. I'm gonna have to block someone in this server in order for it to be able to be. It's the only way to get. Sadly, that's the only way to get a fresh server. Thanks for the likes. So, since there's so little servers, it like puts you in weird regional servers. I mean, it's luck. It's lucky and a curse at the same time if you think about it, because all my data is getting reset. That part will be kind of rough. All right, let's go. Oh, how you doing, Hill? Go talk to the golem. I'm pretty sure I finished one of the quests. Yes, silly. This is actually called Abyss. It's a early release Roblox game. It comes out. Oh, I got a spirit key. I think that was it. Let me check the quest real quick. It comes out on the 8th for everyone. How to play? Currently, it's in early access. You'd have to be a content creator with over, I believe, 30,000. They might have already increased it, but once it goes live on the 8th, everybody will be able to play. It's still in like testing stages, hence why they're doing that. Oh, come on. I thought I put the key in. In order to play Abyss now, you would have to have early access. There is a little bit of RNG, but it's more like the rare, like that jellyfish as a variant or a mutation. And some animals or whatever, some fish will only respawn so often. Like there's like this cool dragon thing that spawns down here. You're going to need over 30,000 followers and have popular content in order to get accepted. Oh, got a hammerhead after us. Hammerhead's going to be mine now. Maybe. You guys can't see it on the screen, but there's like a mini game on the right. Well, if you're on TikTok, you won't be able to see it. YouTube and Twitch can, but... Oh, so there's an eye fish. It's pretty obnoxious down here because these things want to fight you the whole time. Yeah, I feel like getting attacked. Let's go elsewhere. You can play this, Pan. Do you have early access? Yo, what's up, Steven? How you doing? How you doing, Harley? You can, if you're, you're asking, can you play it? You have to be a content creator with over 30,000 and apply, or be a tester, but they're not currently accepting new testers. Not much, Harley. What's up? How are you doing? They must have gave you perm somehow. I'm trying to find like, so I've noticed the game's going pretty good. So what I've noticed is if you look for the variants and only catch like variants like the metal jellyfish, and stuff like this, because this is a metal jellyfish, these sell for more. So like the money method is not going for things that aren't where'd those go? There were jellyfish right here. Where'd they go? I need to catch invisible fish too, so I guess we'll be doing this a while. Oh, yeah, hammerheads are super annoying. I've only found one invisible fish the entire time I played, and it was because I accidentally shot it trying to get something else. It sounds like a sonar. I mean, it kind of is a sonar. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hate switching to it and then back to my weapon. I would almost be tempted to make like a button click macro on on my mouse so it switches to it, pings, and then switches back. How do you get her? I don't. I'm sorry to hear that, Steven, but I don't know if I can like read that out loud and reply. It sounds weird. How do you get early access? In order to get early access, you would have to be a content creator and apply. I think currently they want you to have over 30,000 following. Yeah, it doesn't work that way, Abyssal. This is just the forge. I don't understand why people compare everything to other things. It's literally a fishing game. It looks like the forge because they use the same modelers and they're the same creators, but All right, take care, Harley. But other than that, it has nothing to do with the Forge. I mean, I feel like it's just rage bait, but overall, I just don't think. I think people compare things weirdly. It's actually a lot more enjoyable than I thought. Like originally, I'd said I'd gave it like a 6.5, and the more I play it, like there's actually a lot of content. I think it's about on the same tier as the Forge, which would be like a 7.5. I've never found a Roblox game that would be any higher, really. Abyss Minor, Arcane Odyssey. I might have to do a video asking for like recommended games to try out. Because I definitely like trying out different like games and seeing what they're about. And I feel like a lot of the good games probably don't have high CCU, so unless someone puts you on to them, you're not going to know about them. You cannot buy access. I think that's weird. Like, is that a common thing with Roblox games that you can buy access? Because a lot of people ask me that. Like, I didn't. Grow a Garden doesn't really interest me. I mean, I get the concept, but it's not in here. I've definitely played Terraria. I mean, that game's been out for like a long time. Yeah, so I think that's kind of cringe, and I respect that they didn't make it pay. I feel like that's taking advantage of people while you're getting it tested. Dude, this is honestly like it's more of a vibe than I thought it was. Yo, what's up, Zazu? Game name, this is The Abyss. It comes out on the 8th of February. It's currently in early access. Yeah, see, all they're doing when they're doing that and just charging you for early access, honestly, I feel like that's just them expecting their game to flop. So they build all this hype, get people to pay, and then they bail. I don't know if I've caught one of these. Oh, it's a poop jellyfish. I don't know if I want a poop jellyfish. Honestly, okay, so like Obey, I'll be completely transparent. I started out with the 6.5 on this game. And the more I play it, the more I've enjoyed it. And I'm going to say it's a 7.5, which is about what I gave the Forge. And it doesn't mean one's better than the other. They're two different games. The Forge is more like the RPG, grindy game. No, I have not stopped playing the Forge. I'm currently in like a hiatus until we get the new content. There, truthfully, I feel like this early access almost has more content than the Forge currently. I'm sorry, Forger was only content. Yes, content creators currently and testers, but they're not taking any more testers. So basically, you have to be a content creator if you're going to want to get into it. Never played Deep Woken. Who made the game? This game was made by Zesty, Fire Attack, who also works on the Forge, and I think Alexi. Yeah, they're the Hammerhead Sharks. I think we were talking about the Hammerhead Sharks are like low key super annoying. Who's the fish developer? I still don't like. I keep hearing this, but it's never been confirmed there was a fish developer, at least directly to me. How do you know if you get early access? Well, you would have to apply for it. So if you haven't applied for it and they haven't given it to you, then you're not going to have it. Okay, Nate. I would have maybe they made some models in it or something. I mean, I could see the same vibe as Fish, but you have to remember it is Roblox, so it's pretty hard to like make things not look similar. It'd be like on Fortnite. You could have 10 people make a different game, but they'd all look the same kind of. Um, and Fish is using a very popular like RPG mechanic, which every game pretty much does. You know, go collect 15 of this, kill 15 of this. Now go collect 15 of the red version of that. You know, and I feel like that RPG game loop is used in tons of games. I think the best thing you can do for content is find your own niche and your own like system. This game is called Abyss. It's crazy, but the legendary race is better than the mythic. Other than the mythic gives me more money for my sales, which is why we're switching. And then we'll switch one of these things out because I want to get the most money I can. What let you be scorched? What do you mean by that? Does that mean you're upset? Because I'm actually, because I'm actually kind of happy with how they're doing this. So I got a bunch of free re-rolls, which, you know, obviously being a content creator and everything. So I got a bunch of free re-rolls to test out different things. But this right here, this 100, you earn these for free. This is like freemium or whatever, like free to play. I have 1,400 of them right now. I've never paid for a single one. So I think they've done a really reasonable way. Now, if you pay for a reroll, your chances change. I forgot to switch. I don't think this game will end up like the Forge. Well, actually, I do. I think it's going to do exactly what the Forge did, and a lot of people think is bad. I think it's going to get a lot of hype. It's going to pop off. It's going to have a really high CCU, and then in that CCU is going to drop some, and it's going to stabilize like the Forge is. I mean, the Forge isn't dead by any means. But anyway, so the rerolls, so the regular reroll, the mythical's 0.2%, but with a lucky reroll, it's 1%. So people who are paying for rolls versus doing affordable rolls. I've never heard of that, Steven. This game was getting hype and then forgotten. I think it's because it took so long. I mean, I think a lot of that has to do with the player base. It's not the games, it's the player base. The player base is kind of like, I don't know how to say it without that sound terrible. Very low attention spans. Oh, look at that. Oh, we're number 7 and top in cash. Woo. We're going for that number 1. It doesn't really matter, but I want it. Game name, Abyss. I think this game will do very well, truthfully. The fishing games seem to always do pretty good. This is early access, yes. Can you spend Robux to play? No, you cannot buy your way in. All right, let's see. We're gonna go try to catch an ancient shark. Go find some. Let's go try to find an ancient shark. No, I am not the creator. I just have early access. No, I do not play fish. Nothing against it. I never really messed with. All right, chat. I need to organize that a little bit. Do you think it'll be better than the Forge? What's my user? DW. I mean, it's like right there. I don't know how to make it any more obvious. Oh, that's what this looks like. I guess I could see that. Oh, nice, Steven. Kind of. Do you think it'll be better than the Forge? I don't think that's a truthfully fair comparison because the similarities is more the looks and the generalization of the game loop, but overall, I think that they're two genres of games. You know, that'd be like, is NBA 2K better than Call of Duty? That is 100%. I mean, you can answer something like that, but I truthfully feel like that's a subjective answer. I got early access as a content creator through the Discord, yes. But I was informed due to being in another content creator Discord. Oh my gosh, there it is. There's the ancient shark. Come on. No. Don't. Oh, dude, don't die. Please don't die. Oh my gosh, this damn shark. Oh, let's go.
That was legitness.
Do I post my progression? So I plan on making a video with all the content I've been recording on this. You thought this was the Forge at first? Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up, chat. I couldn't look and do the mini game at the same time. What do you mean the Forge recover from the player count drop? Do you mean will it hit the hundreds of thousands again? Potentially no. I think that it's stabilized. What's the current player count? I didn't look at it this morning. I think 50 to 100 is where, like, it's at 56. See, I think 50 to 100 is where stabilization is, truthfully. It's not dead by any means, but it's not going to be the numbers it was because the hype is gone. And I don't mean the hype like, I mean like the virility that causes like the random Roblox kids to join games. You won't be able to see it on my profile because it's not, it's an early access. So unless you have early access, you're not even going to be able to see it. What's the, what is, I don't know what Deep Woken is, and I don't know what you mean by that, but it's going to be a free game. Like, their entire model is extremely free to play. Oh, man. Oh, we'll get that shark in a second. Is it, my question, is it worth paying for Deep Woken? Yo, what up, Matt? That's my question. Like, is it worth paying for? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Matt? Okay, so it's not a absolute like trash game by any means. It's just kind of it creates a rough spot due to being charged. Do they let you try it? Excuse me, for free or anything? Hey, there's a choral group. Woo! Excuse me. I really need to like go play some Nautica because I do not add people anymore. I apologize. It creates a very weird scenario that I prefer not to deal with. How much does it cost for Deep Woken? I mean, okay, if you pay for it, is there also like game passes and stuff? I mean, I guess I could. I appreciate that, Matt. I don't know, Steven. Originally I was allowing people to add, and then it got weird, so I quit. And I've been removing people as they become parasocial. This is not the Forge. I guess I can understand why people would charge for their games on, like, if they, if you got a lot of work in it, it makes sense. Never played Dave the Diver. I've heard that reference a lot though. Like it makes sense, but at the same time, if the game's good enough, people are going to buy your game passes and stuff. I don't know if you need it. There is a capacity. I'm actually see the encumbered. I am currently at 440 kilos out of 415. All right, sounds good. I'm really not. I don't know. I think taking a break makes it sound like I'm upset with something about the Forge, which I'm not. There's just not much content for me currently. Both making content. No, you're not gonna be able to see my dog. People can join that have early access. You like fish? Oh man, I'm not selling that one. That's the first fish that I'm not going to sell. It's a Fishilium. How do you play it? In order to play it, Dark Knight Gauntlets are on stock again on Forge. Nice. I'll need $250, bro. That's so expensive. Oh my gosh. So is Abyss just a better fish? I don't want to say it's a better fish. First off, I played like 15 minutes of fish. Second of all, I still don't think it's a fair comparison because both of those are how the heck do I here we go. Both of them are sorry, I was spacing there for a minute. Are different, you know what I mean? What is this? This is the Abyss. It is an early access. Your exam went well, Jenny. Good job. But I do think it is enjoyable. If you want to do underwater fishing, I just don't want to compare it to something else when it's got its own, like, it's unfair to both games to sit here and compare it when they're not really comparable. Other than they both have fish and water. G. Roberta, you will not be able to play it until February 8th. Do I think this is better than the Forge? I don't think it's a reasonable comparison. I prefer the style of game that the Forge is, but this is still just as fun to me. What's the concept? Basically underwater scuba diving, exploration, and fishing. Keep making videos. I plan on it, Matt. Thank you. All right, let's see. What do we need? Trying to figure out what quests we got going. All right, let's go do Isaac's quest. I think that's fair, Autumn. I don't think. See, current. All right, Autumn. Can I want a genuine answer from you. Sorry, I was stretching. Was the Forge fun until you got stuck in the end game where it became an AFK simulator? Logan, in order to play, you're going to have to wait until it gets out of early access. Okay, so I don't think the Forge isn't fun. I think the problem is the Forge didn't have enough content to keep it sustainable. It is in beta, and I think that they might have released it too early publicly. So I think the difference is, I don't know if they learned from that. I mean, you got to think it's two friends that work together that have made these two games. This is Zesty's game. The Forge is Fire Attack's game. But Zesty has not released publicly, which I think has allowed them to add quite a bit of content. And I think that is the difference. Whereas the Forge, I mean, they could even add dailies and stuff to the Forge. Like in the second world, you have that coming soon board, right? They could have dailies that give you a daily that could give you some kind of ore, and then weeklies that gave you gargantuan, and it would improve the game loop. But currently it has become an AFK simulator just to get the best gear, and it's no longer just, they need to make either like a roguelike, like the map is a pretty good example, or the maze. They did good with the maze, but they kind of fumbled it. All right, I need to find fairy jellyfish. All right, take care, Matt. Sea of Thieves, we're sailing. We're heading up north. Thank you for the shares. So I do think that the Forge still has potential. It's a bit, there's not much. I agree. There needs to be a bit more PvE. I would rather have, I don't know if I want to say that because I make games myself, and I kind of like the idea I just had. I think, yeah, let's just put it that way. There's definitely some improvements they could have done to make it like good PvE focus, but also allow people to grind when they want. Hello, whale. That's how you talk to him. I learned that on Finding Nemo. I do not watch anime, no. Hey, bro. Chill. I mean, and think about it. If they added PvP, like an arena you could join, I don't want PvP to be open, like open where you could just get, yanked or anywhere. But if they added PvP, people would grind harder for better gear. What do I watch when I'm bored? Anything I can find on Netflix. You found a random game and thought it was Abyss. I'm sure there's a bunch of like fake early access Abyss games right now. All right, we got one fairy jellyfish. We need one more. Oh, we'll take that too. Thank you for the follows. How's everybody doing today? Hey, I don't know, but this one looks cool. What is that? The neon. Who made this game? Zesty, Fire Attack, and Alexi. All right. I need another fairy jellyfish. There's a fairy jellyfish. How old am I? I am 37 years old. I do. That's where Duos with Dad came from. I have 3 children. Well, actually, I have 4 children, but one of them passed, so I have 3 living children. But yes, I am a. How would I rate the game? Originally, I said 6.5, but the more I play it, I've kind of increased it up to 7.5, which is it's all right. It felt weird saying 3. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like make it awkward. But anyways, I got lost. Hey, Locon, how are you doing? You lost your twins last year. I am so sorry to hear that. It's really hard to like. All right, let's reel it in and get back to the game. I'm sorry. From 1 to 10, how much would you rate the game? I started with a 6.5, and I'm starting to feel the 7.5, which is like right there on par with the Forge. What is the point of this game? The point of this game is like underwater exploration and fishing. It's just like a, another like grinding simulator, I guess, to a point. I don't know what you're trying to say, Mickey. I think people enjoy it. I'm sure a lot of people are going to get bored of it quick. I mean, I think some of the games I play are a bit grindy, but it's kind of a vibe to play them all streaming. I usually stream a couple hours in the morning before I start working on my projects over in Fortnite. I think when it releases, how old are my children? 16, 15, and 13. All right. These dudes got big old foreheads. Look at his big ass forehead. Does it get repetitive? Shay, I think so, yeah. Not in a bad way, but I think every game gets repetitive, truthfully. Fortnite, you jump out the battle bus every game, Call of Duty, you go into a new match because you're grinding your camos. I truly think like every game has got repetition in the end. NBA 2K, here goes another basketball game. I like finding the there are like rare fish, like the whale is technically probably a like legendary, but I can't catch it yet, so I don't know. This dude wants me to feed his damn fish, bro. How did I get early access? That would be awesome, Jenny. Thank you. I applied for it. I'm in a bunch of creator discords for different things. I'm about to get hit by something. And I got invited to the server to join. Craving something legendary. 2 rooted Napoleon, 8 Napoleon, and 6 moss. Holy cow. Where can you apply? You'll have to have over 30,000 following currently in order to be able to get access. Oh, there's an invisible. It looks like a spearfishing game. It is. It's basically what it is. It's like an underwater fishing game. Like I know you can't see it. If you were watching on YouTube or Twitch, you'd be able to see it. But I have like an oxygen tank, and that weird sound you keep hearing every once in a while when I catch something is due to my vampire race. It refills part of my oxygen with each catch. $30K, LOL. What's that about, King? I guess I'm confused. Why can't you play it? It's because it's an early access. Once it releases on the 8th of February, everyone should be able to play. It doesn't cost any. It'll be free to play. What's up, King? It's just currently in early access, like closed early access. You can't buy it or anything. You just have to get permission from the creators on the Discord. I mean, I really don't think so, King. Their early access is for testers, and they've allowed some content creators to get on early to help generate hype. I think it's like pretty standard business. And they want to keep it as limited as possible, so you know they had to set a number, and 30 is actually pretty low. It's just Abyss. It's not currently going to be able to be searched. You're not going to be able to buy early access. It's dropping on the 8th of February, so a little under 2 weeks now, I believe. Yes, Shay. So there's different things. So, the tank. Let me go out here and show you real quick. Thank you for the follows. I'm playing it because I have early access. So this tank right here is like my oxygen tank. And so when you move, but then you see like when it moves faster, I run out of oxygen faster because I'm like opening the tank. That helps with oxygen. And then this crystal right here gives me 19% more oxygen, whereas these two, this one gives me 11% cash, 11% damage, and 11% cash, 11% XP, and 20% damage. And this one gives me 9% cash, 5% XP, and 30% damage. Is this just the Fisher Cat but Roblox? I'll be mentioning so many games that I don't know about. It's releasing February 9th. Oh, you live in Southeast Asia? How do you get early access? Thank you for the follows. How long did it take to make the game? I don't know. I didn't make it. I'm sure they've been working on it a while. In order to get early access, you'd have to join their Discord, Deep Spirit, and then you would need to be a content creator with over 30,000 and apply. Can you see some combat? There's not really much combat in it, but I can go catch an aggressive fish in a second. Oh, we made it to number 6. Only a few more to go. All right, where's the teleporter? This is like a underwater fishing game. Yo, what up, Boosh? Go to the little crab. This guy. He just says click, clack, click. What is the maturity of this game? I mean, I think it'll be rated E for everyone. By the way, if you want to see it full screen, I am live over on YouTube. Just search DWDFN. It would probably be a good bet if you want to continue watching lives to go to YouTube or Twitch, because TikTok's getting extremely weird now that it's been bought. I don't completely trust this platform anymore. This is Abyss. All right, we wanted to see something aggressive. Let's go find some. This guy's gonna fight me. What's the best race? Currently, I am using Vampire, which is a legendary. I have the Kraken also, but I like Vampire because when it does that right there, it replenishes my oxygen, which is super OP. Yo, what up, Matt? Welcome back. 1K likes, nice. How do you get early access? In order to get early access, you would have to be a content creator with over 30,000 and apply for it. I don't know how to say that. I'm just going to call you FG. How are you doing? Am I almost done with the pirate quest? Like, low-key, I'm not even focusing on it because it just makes me so annoyed. Well, you shouldn't attack me. Now you're going to get fed to the Kraken. 30K is really not that bad when it comes to recruiting content creators. They're getting ready to up it up to like 75. What are the things on my back? Those are artifacts. Those give me different like bonuses. Yeah, something's going on USOP. I'm not really vibing with it at the moment. They asked for the release date and the name multiple times. Even though it's on the screen. This was supposed to be released in October of 2025. If they would have released it in October 2025, you wouldn't have been complaining about how there was no content and how terrible the game was. I would rather be complained about for delaying a release than complained about for releasing trash. A prime example of that is Grand Theft Auto 5. When they released Grand Theft Auto 5, they didn't think about those things and they just rushed it and released it. They showed heists as part of the advertisement of Grand Theft Auto 5. Heists did not hit live on like multiplayer on Grand Theft Auto 5 for almost a year. By then, half the people had already left. Why don't I trust Oracle? Because the first week that they owned it, all of a sudden TikTok goes down during a major point of civil unrest. Just a little sus is all I'm saying. Or, whoa, there's two of them. Or the fact that if you type Epstein into a DM and send it to someone, they block it. Yeah, I mean, it's super sus in my opinion. I'm sorry, but we've never had a power outage cause anything like this to, and all of a sudden we have a power outage conveniently right as there's like civil unrest in America and people have opinions. I don't know, man. I don't buy it. Yeah, I'd rather 100% rather have a game that works. And I mean, it's not even just that. Like, one of my privated videos that I had on my account all of a sudden was the #1 video on my account. Thank you for the gift. And I'm not talking like #1 is in views, but it was like the first video you could see on my account. It's privated. Like all of a sudden, just things just went weird, dude. I don't get it. I'm sure the algorithm's going to change. All right, dude, come on. Let me catch you. Which I've always used TikTok more as a funnel to get people to YouTube and Twitch anyways, so I don't think it's going to change. What am I trying to get in the game right now? Right now, I'm just, honestly, I want #1 money. 700 for Rune Flare, yay or nay? I don't know what that is, I don't think. The Forge is dead. How many players are in the Forge right now, Hemi? It's just Abyss. You can't find it currently. It's in early access. There's 47.9K in there. That's not dead. That's stabilized. It'll be dead in a couple weeks if they don't start announcing information on the release, but it's not dead by any means. It was never going to hold the numbers it had during hype. Yo, what up, Harley? Welcome back. I think the term dead and the term slop is overused by Roblox community. Go to Deep Spirit, discord.gg, Deep Spirit. Should be their Discord. What's up, Harley? Yes, there are rare and legendary fish. I gotta go sell, so I'll show you some. How am I playing this? I have early access. If you were to open the Angler's Cave, you would probably have enough for the green harpoon. I'm sure I would. No, 47.9K is not dead. That's stabilized. Like, no game's gonna hold extremely high numbers forever. There's like this group of like lemmings, like 700,000 players, that when they see something popular, they all hop on it and try it out, and then they don't like it, so they go to the next game. And the people who stick around, that 50,000 to 100,000 players, is stabilization. I mean, I guess you can call it dead, but 47.9K is an extremely high number for Roblox creators and will be a sustainable number that they'll be able to profit off of and continue making the game off of. How did I get early access? I'm a content creator. All right, you wanted to see a legendary fish. So this is an epic fish. This is a legendary fish. What exactly do you do in the game? Like an underwater spearfishing game. You're gonna have like a lot of quests and things you can do. Boosh, you were asking what I was going for. I just want number one on the money board for like a split second. What do you mean, Aiden? Could I get more context on that, Aiden? I'm curious. Like, I don't know if that's sarcasm, being genuine. Well, I mean, I'm just there. I believe there will be bosses in this. There are some tougher fish to catch and stuff. I stream on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok at the same time. This game is not out. It's in early access. I don't know if they're actually in the game yet, Dodo, or if I haven't gotten there, so to speak. All right, I need 12 piranhas. I need 4 more invisible fish. I think they'll add some boss fights and things like that. I don't know how like the boss fight itself would work. It'll be more like trying to catch the boss. Honestly, at this point, I don't know if people asking if this is the forge is just rage bait, but I'm just going to start ignoring it because I don't know how to answer. Is it like fish? Yes, it is like fish. It has water and fish in it. The radar is handy for invisible, but it's annoying to just keep pinging it. You cannot pay Robux to play it in early access. What is it about? It is like an underwater exploration and fishing game. There's different like mutations. Like that's a albino, that's a fairy. I don't see any other ones, so I can't point any other ones out. I did not make it. No, I am a content creator. That's why I'm playing it. No, you will not be able to play it right now. It comes out on the 8th of February. That's a neon. It's really hard to tell the neon from the regular. I mean, I think there's more. So you have the 3 creators, right? You have Fire Attack, you have Zesty, and you have Alexi. Those are like the leads, but they still have people that are, doing the modeling, stuff like that. And I know they're using some of the same modelers. That's why there's similar models in their games. Honestly, there's very little improvements this game needs, and there are things, but it's more quality of life. So one of the things I recommended was it's kind of annoying that you have different POIs, and I always have to go back to the Kraken to sell. Each like POI that you have a teleporter at should have some way of selling, even if it's like putting it in a container and then it gets shipped to the Kraken. I don't care if we keep it going to the Kraken, but there needs to be some way to sell at each POI. I mean, but then there'd be no reason for sell anywhere, which they charge for. So I can understand like that part, you know what I mean? I do think a map on the screen, because like we have this map, right? But it'd be nice to have a little map on the screen. There was another one. Oh, I don't like this actually at all. I'll show you this one. I don't like that when I drink something, it throws it into the ocean like trash. Like, I'm not about that. I really don't like that. That's not a quality of life. That's just a. I just don't like it. And I don't think that's the message they're trying to portray by any means. It's kind of the, you know. Yeah. Look at me. I can say womp womp in chat. I'm so tough. Another fish game. Yeah, it's another game with water and fish. Or maybe what if you get a new special harpoon? I guess, yeah, I mean, the index stuff makes sense. I've completed some of the index. Just playing mid after mid. All right, that's cool. You're entitled to an opinion. That's the great thing about games is they're subjective. Either you enjoy them or you don't. Well, that is unless you don't think for yourself and you only play things that people tell you are enjoyable. What's the game about? The game is an underwater exploration and fishing game with like an RPG element. Like the RPG quest style. Oh, absolutely. When Island 4 comes out on the Forge, we will be right back on the Forge grind. I'm just enjoying this currently and level and being in early access. Is it boring? Not to me. I'm enjoying it. Could it get boring? I'm sure it could. But I think a lot of games can get boring. Well, any game can get boring. This might last a week. And that's your opinion, Johnny. You're entitled to it. I appreciate that, Badson. When does it come out? It comes out on the 8th of February. I don't know which suggestion that was, Dodo. I'm sorry. I'll have to catch up. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good one, the index thing. You cannot buy early access. It is an early access. You would have to be added to the early access list in order to find the game and play it. Just ignore it, Levi. It's not even worth really worrying about. When people join to talk trash, it's easier just to embrace it and let them have their opinion than it is to respond negatively. That's what they want you to do. It's pretty far into development. It releases on February 8th, so I'd say they're pretty much at release. They're just testing and working out the wrinkles. Here comes something to attack me. What's this game about? Just a second. The game is an underwater exploration game with some like RPG quest style elements for like upgrading your gear and things. I have honestly played 15 minutes of Fish and that's it. When my daughter asked me to start playing Roblox a couple months ago, I come from Fortnite. I make games in Fortnite, and I never really messed with Roblox much, but I wanted to check it out. And so I started playing games with my daughter, and we played Fish It. And we played that for a while. I know a lot of people hate Fish It. It is what it is. I'm not a big fan of it anymore. And then I went and tried playing Fish, and I just didn't enjoy it compared to the other one. Not saying the other one's better. And so I just never really gave it a fair chance. So I don't think it's fair to like have an opinion on Fish or any of that, because I just never gave it a fair chance. You just want something new. Yeah, and I think that's the thing is you can have a rotation of games, right? Like you go play Fish for a couple hours, play this for a couple hours, or whatever timeline you want to use. Like I think it's okay to have more than one game you play. Low key, everyone. I don't think everyone's going to leave the Forge for this. The Forge and this are two different games. You have stumbled upon me again. Are you just scrolling past me over and over, Harley? That's so funny. I don't know what South Bronx is, but it sounds funny. Absolutely shit. And I think that's what actually eventually made me bored of the game. I also don't think I've really lost the interest in playing a game where you have to spend multiple hours just to catch a single thing. Like that just it just I don't know. That's not fun to me. I mean, there's like 47,000 people in it still, so it's really not. I mean, it's fell off trending, but it's not like falling off. And I think they're taking their time on the fourth update because they fumbled pretty hard with the third one, and they don't want to do that again. Excuse me. Elijah, truthfully, I started out saying that I gave it a 6.5, which, to be clear, Forge is one of my favorite games on Roblox, and it has a 7.5. But I'm honestly, it's on level with okay, Igloo. That's okay. You're entitled to your opinion, Igloo. I think the word slop gets thrown around quite often now, but I'm gonna give it a 7.5 now. I do not like anime games because I don't really follow anime. So it's not that I don't like them. I'm not interested, more or less. I mean, but you gave it to them there. It's okay to accept they have a different opinion. Yeah, I could see that. I think it's like an underwater spearfishing game that I can't wait for this to drop. We're so tired of seeing brain rot games. But I set goals too, which makes things more fun. What do you do in the Forge? The Forge is basically a mining game where you also craft and forge your own weapons, and then they let you know you can fight more, or you get tougher. All right, we're number 5. That's the goal. I just want to get number 1, and then I can buy everything I want. I just want it for a moment. So Steal a Brain Rot, I never really got into it. I still don't find it as enjoyable. I get, but that being said, like no hate, I 100. Welcome back, Haley or Harley. I 100% understand why it's enjoyable. Currently, you're not going to be able to get early access. It's a closed early access. But when my daughter and I were playing Steal a Brain Rot one day, someone tried stealing something from me, and I trapped him in my base. And while they were trapped in my base, my daughter went and stole all the stuff out of their base. That made it actually enjoyable. What is the avatar? Which avatar? Where are we? What are we talking about? Is that really when the Super Bowls is? The vampire squid? Is that what you're talking about? That's the race. What do you mean, how, Josh? Three neon, two shadow, four transparent, and six coral. How do you get early access? All right, there we go. There's context there. I can answer that one, Josh. In order to get early access, you would have to apply as a content creator currently. All right, let's go find some piranhas. Piranhas are near the pirate ship, which is opposite of this. Hey, 45. Are there like Megs or Krakens? Currently, I have not found a Meg, but there are anglerfish. Actually, I'll show you one. I can't get into this area yet, but I can possibly like cheese it and show it to you. No, my character is literally just a pair of pants, a flannel, and a beanie. If you're talking about like my actual character on here or avatar. All right, so in here is the like final area currently. Avoid the bombs, and then here's like the final tank. That's an oxygen tank, and that's the final harpoon. And then we go a little bit deeper. Maybe we can find an anglerfish. Yeah, the things floating around are sea mines. All right, it looks like we're not going to get lucky enough to be able to see an anglerfish in here right now. I think I'm too far, so it's not going to spawn anything, if that makes sense. Well, I don't know if the angel harpoon's in the game right now, is what I mean. But anyways, yeah. So all right, 12 piranha. That's going to be annoying. I don't even remember where the piranha are. How deep can you go? You can go pretty deep. It all depends on your tank. I need piranhas. An invisible fish. So it looks like the gray areas like this don't have fish for the most part. If that makes sense. It's more like the areas that have the sand. I think that's how they're explaining where fish are and where they aren't. The kids are up. I already woke them up, babe. I got them up early so they could be ready for online class. My wife joined chat so she could communicate on if the kids are awake for school yet. Maybe we'll find some piranhas, chat. I don't remember where they're at. I do have kids. That's where Duos with Dad came from. Uh-oh. All right. We are too slow. We are going to change it up to a speed build. What does my name stand for? DWDFN is Duos with Dad Fortnite. Because I used to make content with my family on Fortnite. They're online school because of the weather. Yeah, my kids are 16, 15, and 13, so they're still in school. Look at the videos. Oh, are you talking about like our family content? You got days off. I think like they try not to do as many days off because the teachers don't want to have to deal with it. I don't understand why I can't find piranhas though. These things are usually obnoxious. Bye. Enjoy. You don't even go to school? The fact that I need a piranha is the only reason. Oh, is that an invisible fish or is that transparent? Or is it just bugged? Oh, it was invisible. So invisible is basically just a transparent fish that's a little less transparent. They're not really invisible. Game glitch, maybe. Yeah, I mean, that could be. I think they're over here, but I can't remember. I mean, they've been more than one place. That looks like a piranha. Yeah, there's some piranhas. I don't know if there's a way to add it to a wish list because it doesn't. What the heck? Where did dude go? Dude headbutted me into oblivion. All right, we need 10 more of those damn things. And then 3 more invisible fish, and I think we will be done with the second pirate quest. I'm sure when it goes live, there will be a lot of content made on it. I fully expect this game to go pretty crazy when it first comes out. Dude, that guy's tanky. Yeah, I agree, Boosh. I don't know. This is Roblox, yes. Yes. So some of the people that work on the forge are also involved in this. My understanding, it's basically a group of friends. All right, let's go see. What's that thing? You see that? I want that, whatever it is. I don't know if I've ever caught that before. Abyssal. Yeah, I've caught Abyssal before. You just searched up Abyss on Roblox and you couldn't find it. That's because it's in closed early access. This is Fish in the Forge. I guess. Yeah. The fishing game. There's something different there too. Oh, that's a seahorse too. Ultraviolet. How do you find the things behind you? Those are geodes. So when you catch creatures, you get a chance at getting a geode, and when you get a geode, you go pay for it to get cracked. It's a closed early access you have to be invited to. How does the mini game work? It's the same mini game as like pouring on Forge. Hopefully there's some more piranhas over here now. Doesn't look like it. All right, let's go back to bait. It will be available on console, to my knowledge, yes. What is the game about? It is an underwater, like spearfishing and exploration game with some like old school RPG questline style quests. Can you use water magic? I don't know what you mean by water magic. There's not worlds. There's different like biomes, if that makes sense. Similar to Subnautica. I never played Subnautica, so I don't understand the reference directly, but I do understand that it was underwater. It comes out on your birthday. Awesome. I'll take it. All right. Where's the rest of its body? Where's the rest of its body? Don't make me go to my stash. I am not a dev, no. That thing right there, Boosh, this can be found in the cave. It is a pretty enjoyable game. What's the point of the game? You are like an underwater scuba diver, and you are exploring and catching different things for different quests. They're really excited about their fish. Like extremely excited about it. I don't know why it's just the head. It just seems really weird to me. All right, we made it to number 5. We still got ways to go, but I want that number 1 spot. How you doing, WX? I don't think it's bugged, because if it was bugged, it wouldn't show the bone and everything. Chewy, you won't be able to find it until February 8th. It's currently in closed early access. All right, we need to find 3 more mutated fish and then some more of those. Was I just at 5 before? Probably. I don't remember. Dude, that jellyfish is huge. What are you talking about, Cruz? Oh, you think you saw one? Where at? Oh, you did? Good call. How much do I like the game? 7.5, but Forge is probably one of my favorite Roblox games, and it's also getting a 7.5. Am I good at Fortnite? I make creative games in Fortnite. I'm not bad at Fortnite. I don't like builds, but other than that. You play zero build? That's a transparent, yeah. Oh, by the way, Boosh, there's an easy way to tell what multiplier. So if you look at them, Spirit, you see it on the screen. It might be too small. It says 1.7, and then Transparent's 1.4, Coral's 1.1, Fairy's 2.3. If you find the Angel, it's 7.77. No, you don't need a wiki to see the multiplier. They just tell it to you. But you still don't, there's no way to check the value of a fish still, but that's not like a huge issue. Definitely want the angel ones though. And the gold's 3, I believe. Oh yeah, on fish you have to go look it up. I feel like a lot of games do that, but the information should be right there. Well, it's just like on Forge, like something that would substantially change the game massively is a DPS tracker. They're already giving you all the damage numbers. Like every time you put damage out, it shows it on the screen. So I didn't switch races, so I'm about to die. So I don't know why they don't provide that information. I'm not using vampire because I forgot. I realized as soon as my oxygen was going low. I would assume a lot of people know about this game. It's not out though, so it's not generating the hype it would. Guess let's go into the cave. Yeah, Archangel's still probably the best race in Forge. You can't find the game on Roblox. That's because it's currently an early release. Yo, what's up, Roboy? How you doing? Once it's out of closed early release, you'll be able to find it on February 8th. Thank you for the shares. Oh man. I don't know I don't know the plans on the boss fights or boss captures. How do I get early access? Been waiting for the game. You would have to join their Discord and be a content creator with over 30,000 following and apply. I'm sure they're gonna add stuff. I should probably at least take this. Dude, 63 streak over. What in the world? I mean, I know they're gonna have boss fights. I just don't know how they're gonna do it. Well, I can't say boss fights, but like boss level fish. I really don't want to fill my bag up with a bunch of sharks. They're not like worth the weight. How did I ask for early access? I applied for it as a content creator. I wouldn't say the game's hard. I think it's more of the chill, grindy game. I'm sure some of the more like end game stuff can be a bit like some of the catches are pretty tough. Game name Abyss. Welcome back, Boosh. Is there codes? There are codes. The game name is still Abyss. I don't know about the lucky rerolls, but I know that there's a man. Where'd that eye fish go? That's what I came in here for. There it is. Yeah, there's lucky and normal. The luckies are the like paid ones, and then the normal ones you can get for free. All right, this thing's gonna probably end up dying instead of being caught. Oh, maybe not. It's one of those like you got to keep the fish in the green part of the bar, and then the fish goes up and down. But these legendaries, the fish goes literally from the top to the bottom like instantly, and it's near impossible. Like, it's not a game of skill at that point. It's just a game of if you got lucky enough to know exactly when to let go and stuff. All right, now we got to head back. We were definitely encumbered. Why do I only have 2 things on? What the hell? I think it's the most common like mini game though for something like this. I feel like they're trying to snatch it. I don't know if it's possible. I don't think so, but yeah, this mini game straight up makes me go so mad sometimes. Finally. All right. Now let's go sell. I mean, it's not terrible game. How do I have early access? I was given it by the devs as a content creator. Honestly, it didn't take that long to get 100K. I've been stuck there for a long time though. So when you go into that air pocket, it actually doesn't refill your oxygen, which they don't want it to, but they need to make it some kind of indicator. I think it's weird that some air pockets you go and refill your oxygen and some don't. The game is about like an underwater exploration and fishing game. I'm currently not fishing because my bags are full and I'm running out of oxygen. But you got to keep your oxygen like maintained, and then you got to go feed it to the Kraken. That's how you get money. One of the creators from the Forge is involved in development of this. Yes, Fire Forge, Fire Attack. And then Zesty is the like owner of this, or the main creator of this, however you want to call it. $25K. What's the game called? It is called Abyss. Oh, nope. I don't need anything yet. Hold on. Would you like to buy this ugly thing? Oh, hey, 5,000. That was rude. You want to buy this one? It's not updated yet. We got 3 minutes. Yeah, I think the Forge is still going to do very well. It just needs a bit of a boost. I think that if they really want to keep, I don't know how it would work, but I don't know how many it'll have on release. What is this game? It's called Abyss. I would like to see on the Forge different size, or maybe like and maybe mutations, but they don't do much. They're just like more visual. I don't know. It would make, you should be able to play this on PS5 when it releases. There just needs to be something. Difference between this and the forge? Well, for one, this is underwater and I'm spearfishing. Damn it, I didn't switch my gear again. This is not out yet. No, it is in a closed, or I can't even change into the other thing here. It is in closed early access right now. Yeah, but 30K starting isn't like a bad number. That's enough to spike it. We got to go back and change races because I kept cracking on. It's pretty bad when the first thing you do is make sure you remove the mythical race. Yeah, I do. I forget. I'm reading chat so much I don't even think about it. All right, 2 more invisible fish. What is the game called? It's called Abyss. There was a lot of these spirit ones out. Yeah, that's fair. I need, for that, I need 2 rooted Napoleons. Yo, what up, Odd? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Odd. Glad to hear you're doing good. Why does this one look so sad? Might as well catch these and get that part over with. Why is it not showing my streak anymore? Will it not show my streak until I pass my last one? That's kind of crazy, actually. I just noticed that. I think the Pirate's Quest the Pirate Quest is absolutely the most hard quest in the game right now. You can just call me Lith. I think someone changed my user. Oh, that makes more sense. I did not make this game, no. I am just a content creator for this game. I make games, not this one, though. I work inside Fortnite. I actually have a project in Roblox I'm working on, but it's going to take longer because I'm learning the Roblox studio. And I don't want to release it until it's ready. It'll be a PvP game. The green harpoon probably costs less than the angelic. I mean, I haven't seen anything about the angelic in the like chat that I'm in of everybody playing it. You're also making a game, nice. I'm not gonna sit here and say Roblox Studio is hard. I use UEFN, which is what Fortnite's like Fortnite Creative is in, and so I'm already used to something. It's more like that's terrible, but I'm gonna use it anyways. It'd be more like being really used to using Photoshop and then trying to go to like Paint, like MS Paint. They're not even comparable, but I think you understand what I mean. It is an enjoyable game. It is grindy, but I mean every game's grindy. If you really think about it, even like Call of Duty is grindy if you're going for camos, but you're having fun grinding for camos and you don't even realize it. Like NBA 2K, I've never played it, so this might be a really crappy example. But I'm sure that you're like grinding score, rank, like any game really. No, this game's not going to cost. It is a free to play game. It's just currently not out. It is in early access. Oh, he wants to smoke? All right. Now he gets to be fed to the Kraken. You remember when I was level 5? Yeah. I've definitely been a bit grindy on this one. So so like low key, I'll be 100% transparent. I'm obviously going to make content on this when it comes out, and I'm going to teach people like the best way to make gold and stuff. I want that number one spot, like even if it's just for a second. So when I make videos, I can be like, I was the number one in gold earnings on Abyss during early access, and then be like, so here's the best way to make gold. Like I want that so bad because this game's going to pop off. Why would I not want to like lock in and get that for that clip? I do have a Discord server. I need to get a new vanity URL. Currently, if you go to my website, bwdfn.com, there should be a Discord link. Right. That's what I'm saying, Boost, because I get paid for content. So if I can lock in and get that gives me a pretty strong, even being number 5, you have some validity in what you're saying. You know what I mean? I won't hold it after it goes live because I can't keep up with the like crazy grinders. I don't think also the good thing about grinding, I don't know if people are going to script this. I don't think this is something because there's so many variables. There's no way to AFK this. There's no way to like script it. And I kind of like that, to be honest. So far, there's not trading. The thing, I'm sure people will script it, but if they're scripting to the point like that, it's going to be detectable. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that will become detectable because for them to be able to play this, like with script, they're going to have to detect where the creatures are. They're going to have to move their character towards the creature. Like there's going to be so much, they're going to have so much access into the information that it's going to flag it. Really, dude. That's more or less what I mean is I think it'll set off flags. You'd win, Jay. Hey, that's cool, bro. Hey, someone's got to win. I'm okay with being the loser if that makes you feel better. Toe can. That one actually made me laugh. I'm sorry, Metal Spring. That costs extra. Oh, I'm not saying I'm a loser. I'm just saying if someone needs to win, it's okay if someone else wins. Oh, you can play this mini game with your spacebar. That's way easier than the mouse. I am a content creator, so I'm more on the testing side. I'm not actually a tester, though. I'm just a content creator who has early access. I make games myself inside Fortnite, but I am not a dev on this. Oh. I would definitely like a mutated version of a sailfish. Delay the game, it looks undone. Okay, Prop, thanks for your opinion. I think the only thing delayed is you, buddy. How do you catch the fish? You spear hunt or spearfish. All right, we need 2 rooted Napoleon. No, I don't know what the max level is currently. I am just trying to get number 1 on the earnings leaderboard, to be honest. I mean, you hopped in the. I mean, it's not really advice, though. That's the thing. You didn't come in here to give advice. Let's be honest. I mean, you can spin it that way if that's the narrative you need. But I mean, at least if you're gonna talk trash and just be obnoxious to be obnoxious, at least say it with your chest, bro. I mean, if it was actual advice, it's not advice to say it looks undone. Like that's not advice. I don't know what the serval size will be. I actually didn't get upset. I just don't care to hear like stupid people yapping for no reason. Like advice would be actually giving advice, saying it doesn't look done, it looks undone, delay it. That's not advice. That's just someone hopping in chat trying to be obnoxious for attention. What ruined your mood, Vessel? Oh, look at that one. I'm not advertising the game. I'm playing the game. That's an angel. That's the angel. Yep, that's the angel modifier. All right, brother. I honestly have no reason to talk to you anymore. It's not that hard. They should add fast fishes. I mean, I'm sure there are some things that would be fast. That would be fun to like actually have to chase something. See, like that's cool advice right there, right? Is it good? I think it's enjoyable, but it's subjective. I don't tag him I muted him, so there's no reason to like keep and like bothering him. You know what I mean? Let it be. Are they open? No, no, they currently are not open for more testers. I mean, it's we've already ended the situation. There's no reason to communicate about it, especially when someone can't like quote unquote defend themselves. This is all the fish in this area. There's multiple areas. I can show you the current bestiary area in just a moment. Is there PvP? No, there's not. Forge or this, what's better? Mist, I don't think it's a fair comparison. I think both of them have a lot of enjoyment factor for me. I do think that I enjoy Forge better just because I like the game loop better. But they're both good. Where's the whale? The whale is like a rare spawn. It doesn't always show up. But yeah, I mean, if you guys have ideas or feedback, I feel like it's yes. I 100% think it was inspired by Fortnite. If you guys have like ideas or feedback, I'm more than welcome to listen to it and try to like pass on truthful feedback. When did I go live? An hour or so ago. 32K, okay. I mean, all right. Take care, Milk. Yo, what's up, Irony? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Zach. Never played it, Milk. What's the game mostly about? Fishing. Hey, we got number 4. Hey, we're number 11 on most fish caught. We're no lifing, but we're still not on the top 10. All right, take care. Oh, someone wanted to know about all the fish. Or is that person still here? I can still show it to everyone. Mostly about like fishing and collecting fish. So the Forgotten Deep has these 8, and I've caught everything in the Forgotten Deep. The ocean has these 10. I don't know what this one is. So that's pretty cool that I still have something there. Ancient Sands. This is what you're going to find in Ancient Sands. Spirit Roots is 8 of 12. I don't know what 2 of these are. I know that the eyefish and the dragon are there, and then I know there's a whale, but there's 2 that I've never seen. And then the last place I can't access currently. Fish it, and forge smashed together. I would say fish and forge. I wouldn't count fish it. Fish it's an AFK game. I used to stream a lot of fish it, and I think this is, I don't know. You can't really AFK this one either, so. Dude, these invisible fish are a nightmare. Like, honestly. I only need 2 more, I think. 3 more. That's like the only thing I genuinely want to complete is that quest line. So I can get to the last area. So I can get the thing to be able to catch the whale. How do you get early access? You would need to be a content creator with over 30,000 and then apply. Unless they change the number. You could catch them with ease. I don't think it's the catching them, it's they just don't spawn very often. I want to catch that thing over there, though. Get over here, Spirit Narwhal. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll just catch you first, bro. I think are you asking? Hold on, let me catch this, and then I think that this game and the Forge are completely different games, and they'll have similar but different player bases. I like the Forge more just because I enjoy the game loop more. I like the weapon crafting, the ability to like customize weapons and stuff. But I think this game is gonna have its own strong player base, and they're both equally as entertaining. Just one of them is more kind of my like main game loop. Is it going to be hard to aim on mobile? I don't know. I think what they would do on mobile is make it where when you just tap the screen wherever you tap, but I don't know. I think Tito would know, but Tito's not in the chat right now. Yes, absolutely. So they've worked really adamantly on making this free to play. I can't show you because I'm underwater, but you are able to earn race rerolls for free. When you pay for rerolls, all you do is you pay for like a lucky reroll, but you are able to get like free rerolls from doing like achievements, quests, opening chests, things like that. You'll earn a currency for. All right, where is visible? Here's a whale. I can't catch the whale. Yeah, I would assume this is going to come out with console support, PC, mobile. I think it's going to try to support everything, especially with how long it's been in development. How am I playing it? I have early access. I haven't really ever charged for it. Oh, I guess I have. It depends on the project, honestly. Adula, I normally charge 100 an hour for the work I do, though. Like for the different projects and teams I've worked with in Fortnite and other projects. This game with VR would be kind of wild, actually. I still think that it's crazy that we've had basically VR since the 90s on Nintendo, and I don't know. I'm not impressed with VR, to be honest. I'm not against it at all. It's not my thing, I guess. It's just a really niche. Like to build for it, you really have to believe in it. If that makes sense. I mean, there's a fairy in our wall. You lost your number one spot because you left the live. I guess you're just gonna have to like the live again. I used to, Adula. I haven't really anymore. That's a good point. And I don't review as much anymore because I normally just play a game for a while on stream and then I go work on my own projects. Maybe I should start doing like Roblox game reviews just for fun, like testing out games with 0 players. I think with like the haptic feedback chess and stuff, VR is going to get crazy. It's Abyss. It is just called Abyss. It's not currently out, Michael, so you're not going to be able to find it. VR. Oh, poor guy. Oops. So some of the quests are getting a little obnoxious in the RNG. Not in a bad way, I guess, but this quest for this person right here, I need 2 rooted Napoleons, and rooted is a pretty rare. That's a Napoleon, but rooted is a rare variant mutation, whatever they call it. How's it catch? Possibly Adula. Go to if you feel free to go to my website and send me an email. It should be in my bio, dwdfn.com. There is a fairy jellyfish, yes. Oh, you're saying there was one? Yeah. I don't even remember where it was. I seen it too, but I just ignored it because I didn't want to go that far. Nope, not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do at all. There we go. I need an invisible fish. I wonder if the fish near the spawn can be invisible, because it would be way easier to just drive in circles around the spawn. The game's name is Abyss. I'm a content creator, and that's why they let me play it early. But yes, I've played other games outside of Roblox before release, like on Fortnite. I mean, I make games for a living. I used to be on a pretty well-known team on Fortnite, and I left the team. So now I'm just kind of doing my own thing. So the current games of my own, I make prop hunts. Like Wacky West prop hunts, a really popular one. It's not anymore, but it was really popular for a while. A game I called Grappler's Playground, Color Drop PvP. Those are like my personal projects. And then Zombie Farm by Bifrost, I basically rebuilt when I was on the team. And then I worked on like Skybox 2, a little bit on Valhalla boss fight, not like any at all, but I was involved in some of the like early game testing ones. Yeah, the Sea Angel race looks good, but it has 0 stats. And I mean like literally 0. Do I have any geodes? Got one. If you want to see the full screen, go to YouTube, look up DWDFN on YouTube, and you'll be able to see it. Yeah, I'm sure it'll get stats soon. I'm just saying it doesn't have them now, hence not wanting it. Where are you at, invisible fish? Show yourself, invisible fish. I will say this is dropping frames. I also have it set to, there's a transparent, that's not invisible. You think you've seen one? I don't. Okay, we'll go back around. It is not fish, no. Let's see, that's a transparent one right there. Oh no, that one's invisible. The Nemos are the easiest ones to find out of all of them. All right, we need one more, I think. Yep, I need one more. Yeah, did you see that frame drop too? Okay, so it's not just me. I mean, it does drop frames when you turn, but I feel like once all this text shows up, it drops the frames pretty heavy. And I also have the furthest view distance on of fish, like how far you can see them. But I'm also on a 4090, so I don't feel like that should really affect anything. Well, I mean, to be fair, I am multi-streaming on 3 different platforms. So it could just be, I mean, that shouldn't be like a major issue, but we got to add that context into it. It could be server lag. I mean, I don't know. I've never played Subnautica, so I guess I don't know if this is a shitty Subnautica or not. Isn't Subnautica like an underwater Minecraft? One more invisible fish. A fish copy? I mean, it's underwater and has fish in it. I mean, it takes a while to get around the whole map, Zest Dog. I would say it's actually pretty big. Oh, welcome back, Harley. I really hate these invisible fish. The 10th time. Are you at least subscribed by now, Harley? Do I know when the next update to the Forge is coming? No, I wish I did so I could tell people. Because they're not telling people. That's where I was literally just about to go, Boosh. I subscribed the first time you saw. That could be why too, because usually when you have a subscribed person live, they try to like keep showing that person. Pixel Blade. I'll have to look into it. I mean, that's not what I came for, but I'm still going to catch that one. The audio go. Well, that's an angelic cod. I still do need piranhas, yeah. But that's for a different quest. How do you play early access? In order to get early access, you need to be a content creator with over 30,000 following currently, and then apply. I won't be commenting for a little while because I have to beat this boss in Doom. All good. This one is straight putting up a fight. Is that another angelic up there? I'm pretty sure angelic is currently the highest like rarity variant. Did you quit chasing me, scorpion fish? Dude, you are dedicated, bro. Holy cow. No, that's a neon. What's what is GPO? Oh, I have no clue what that is. The game is going to go live on February 8th, as shown on. I think that's what you're asking. All right, this one is starting to become ridiculously obnoxious. Is that is the confirmed date? That is the date I was given in the content. Oh, poor guy died. Now he's not going to be able to be sold for as much. The Leviathan, or not the Leviathan, the Kraken doesn't like. He likes live food. Fish 2.0. I mean, yeah, it's got fish and water in it. There's one right there. What? I'm telling you, dude, there was one right there and it disappeared. Yeah, definitely different mechanics. I agree. No, I speak English, sorry. It is the Abyss. It's an early access. You won't be able to play until February 8th. I figured you were, Gabe. I feel like you asked it every time. A rare fish spawned in the ocean. Right? Well, where's this rare fish at? What is the main goal of the game? Exploration and catching fish, and then finding different types. Right now, I'm looking for an invisible one. Why can't it be released today? Because it's not February 8th. You think it's a bloop since bloops are in the game? Yeah, but it says in the ocean, so that this should be the ocean. It's not like a POI. I don't think it's going to be way down there where there's nothing. What are those balls behind me? Those are my artifacts. The artifacts give you like bonus to different things. I mean, I'm married, so yeah, I have a Valentine's. Don't mute you again. I really want to obviously give you a chance, but I really want to mute you just because you told me not. I'm not going to because that's silly. You haven't given me a. Welcome back, though. I don't think that rare fish exists, or I'm just not finding it. Unless that's it. I don't think I've ever seen this, or this is just a giant version of something. Nope, that's definitely new. Please don't die. It doesn't count if you die. Oh my god, really? That was it, though, right there. It counted as a catch, apparently. It says that thing weighed 304 kilos. It's in a bag, though. I can't even flex it because it's in a damn bag. And it's golden. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the finding fish can be a little bit annoying, but I mean, you got to have something to like aim for, right? I mean, the annoying part is I'm probably going to find it while I'm cruising along with no more weight capacity. The hard part's going to be completing the quest where I got to find all the ducks. What is this game about? It is an underwater fishing game. When you're encumbered, you're slow as hell. That's why you see like the weight. Oh yeah, I agree. The last thing is always the hardest. Well, let's see how much this tuna goes for, even though it's dead. Here, I have something for you. I mean, that dude, could you imagine how much that would have sold for if it wasn't dead? I mean, that one sold for 3,000. So I can only imagine how much a golden. Oh, that one's dead. A golden tuna that big would have sold for. I bet it would have been like 30K. You know what? That might mean, even though I technically don't think it counted as a catch, in my opinion, that might have completed the bestiary. Let's go. All right. So now. Oh, yeah. We need to find one more invisible. Transparent. Yeah, KM. I'll go back to streaming the Forge when there's more content to do. I don't personally have a lot of fun just hitting the same rock over and over. I like it when there's content to do, like exploring or fighting, but I can only fight the boss once every 10 minutes. I mean, there's just not enough right now to keep it entertaining, or every 30 minutes. What is the game about? It is an underwater fishing game. I think that the update is going to come out when they release it. People said it was going to come out this week, and I think until they announce it, it doesn't guarantee it's going to come out anytime. Is there any hard quests? Yes, there are. I'm currently looking for my 5th invisible fish. It is not going very well. Gotta catch a blobfish. Currently there are not private servers, but it's also in early access, so I don't see why they would have them. I would be extremely shocked if they didn't drop private servers once it's live, though. Dude, just one more invisible, man. Like, come on. That shark looks different. Because it's albino. I think this one's different too. Nope. Ooh, get out of there. I think the invisible fish are going to be the death of me, literally. Oh, there's an invisible one, but I'm dying because I'm not rocking the correct class. Let's go switch and then do this again. I definitely think one of the things I was saying they need to do is give me the ability to make like loadouts and then put them on the hotbar, because I want a speed build and a couple other builds. That's just for the artifacts. You can't change that on the fly. You have to come back to these, so I understand why they would be that way. What is this game? This is the not the, I'm so used to saying. This is Abyss. Yo, what up, Jan? I think something. How many people are in the server? So I feel like my frames dropped once more people joined the server, because I definitely feel like it's got a bit more jitter now. This game won't be able to be you won't be able to try this game until the 8th of next month, but it is like an underwater fishing and exploration game. Just wait till the next one with the ducks. Why is it not showing the quest? Oh my gosh. You're right. I gotta catch the damn piranhas still. I thought the piranhas were for a different one. Oh my gosh. Like low key, I think this is my last goal for the day, is to finish this. And then that'll be it for the day. I feel like you look for a fish and then you're like, ooh, piece of candy. I mean, it's pretty grindy, but it's nothing it's not as grindy as the Forge. This one's as grindy as you want to make it, kind of. How to get early access? You would need 30,000 following, and you would need to apply. I have never played Abyss Miner. That's a lot of people have been recommending me to try it. Thank you for the follows. What is the game all about? It is about underwater fishing and exploration. Got like some quests and quest things to it to get to different areas. You got to like catch things and sell it to upgrade your gear. Basically, like the standard RPG game loop, underwater fishing. If that makes sense. The only place I know there's piranhas is right here. Yeah, I have seen the game that's like inspired by Pokemon. How do you catch fish? Spear fishing. I'll catch them once we get over this way. What is that, and why can I see it? That you see how that rendered that all the way over there? That's the stuff causing issues. All right, 236. All right, I got to clip that. If anyone's on Twitch right now, please clip that so I don't have to so I don't forget. That should not have rendered that far out. Those are relics. Yes, those are what give me my like abilities and such. This is not where piranhas are. Oh my god. It's not too hard to level up. Just catch fish. They'll level up. All right, let's see. What do we got that can help me out here? Oh, it's not going to work. You seen me at 40 like 40 minutes ago? I mean, I'm level 40. I think it's not hard to level up, but I am level 40, which is not, it takes a while to get to 40. I am not sure what the max level is. I'm still leveling it. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone that was like level 100, but I could have been wrong. Funny. I think making max levels just, especially in a game that I don't think the level does anything, is just something, it's kind of a waste. Let people get as high of a level as they can get. If it's not giving any benefits, there's no reason to remove it. Of course they have fake versions. There's like a whole, one second. There's like a whole subculture of people who all they do is just clone other people because they have zero creative ability. What's the XP booster? Welcome back. I think I'm gonna try another server because I feel like this one is starting to get bugged. I'm sorry, bro. Nothing personal. I can keep this game. That's fine, man. I mean, you're more than welcome to play what you want to play. In order to get early access, you'd have to be a content creator with over 30,000 currently. I mean, no, I get that 100% user. There's people who like playing like hockey games. That's why they exist. But I definitely don't want to play a hockey game. But to be fair, I'm also not going to tell people on stream I'm not going to play the game they're playing. One second. I got to send a message to my wife. Yeah, the rings around like the bubbles colors represent the rarity of the items. Eating pasta.
I did not create the game, no.
What's brutal, Harley? Work. I don't think it worked that time. How did I get in? I have early access. Oh, dang it. I got put back in the one because the person I blocked is no longer in the other one, so I got put back in it. All right, there we go. Should be a new server. I just want the rest of these damn piranhas. I'm a content creator. I didn't get chosen to be a tester. I applied as a content creator. They're not currently taking testers. Where are these ugly buck-tooth fish? To be a content creator for the game, you would need over 30,000 following. No, that's cool. That's crazy. That's crazy, Harley. I guess it's a sign. I don't know what it's a sign of, but it might be a sign. I guess I'm just going to have to catch everything up here and hope it respawns something. Why would I play fish? Yeah, so I'll play Forge once there's new content. Currently, all I'm doing is hitting the same rock over and over. I won't be playing it today, no. Welcome back, Zazu. Like, I understand asking at it, but I think at the same time, you kind of have to think to yourself, you're asking someone to quit streaming what they're streaming, to hop on another game to just help you cross. My favorite game out? I think the game I've spent the most time in is World of Warcraft. I don't know what would be like my true favorite game though. I don't know, but hey, what's not my favorite is these. I need 4 more piranha. That's it. On 4 piranha. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun when it drops. I think a lot of people are gonna be playing the heck out of it. Yo, welcome back, Z. I actually enjoyed the game. It's getting some a bit. There's parts of it that are getting a bit grindy, but it's more end game. I mean, I've grinded the hell out of it. I think I'm like number 4 or 5 currently for earnings. How do you get early access? You need to be a content creator with over 30,000 following currently. It's actually a really boring part where I'm at right now. Do you have over 30,000 for early access? And then do you have videos that are performing well? Because they also want people who are like, you know, making content, not just someone that has 30,000 following and no content. And they said they're probably going to raise it because 30 is still a bit low. I've got some piranhas, but now I'm not finding any. The only place I've ever found them is up there. Guess we'll go this way and what? That map is actually pretty freaking big, actually. Like, this is all of the map right now. And then I am... Where am I? I'm right there. Spirit Roots is the best place to grind if you're trying to earn money. Right now, I'm trying to find piranhas. And they don't exist. Do I have any tips? Yeah, I'm going to have a ton of them. Currently, I mean, I haven't made very many tips and tricks videos because it's still in early access, but I have all the content recorded, so I can make those videos. They spawn in the ocean, if that's what you mean, Boosh. That's all it tells you. There might be some down here. I'm not seeing any down here either. Good Lord. Yeah, I see. That's the thing. I don't know if I should release content now. So it's because there's a lot of weird factors with content. I can release the content now, and then it'll have like a little bit of quote unquote age to it. And when people search, it'll show up. Or I can wait and just release content once it goes live, and then it's like at the front of the FYP. I guess I don't know which way is going to be more beneficial. Yeah, I mean, I've posted content like on what I think is going to be the most OP race, things like that. I just haven't really made like any money making tips, progression tips, anything like that. Yeah. Oh, I've got a ton of content for videos for sure. This one I actually might make some actual long form videos for. Usually I just do short form. It's easier. Oh, there's one. There's two. There's three. Dude, it better not stop me with just three. I use Streamlabs for all my recording. Uh-huh. You also have to figure out your settings. Which, I mean, to be fair, I have a 49. Like, I have a computer made for content, but of course they're only going to give me 3 piranhas, dude. Come on. Hey, I've got a 50 streak. Let's go. I think piranhas only exist over here. I don't think they're anywhere else. Not currently, no. This blobfish does not want call. Oh, there we go. Finally, jeez. Get over here. I don't think you're gonna get CC on this game with 10,000. Last I knew, it was 20. They bumped it to 30, and now I think it's even higher. Thank you for the gift. Appreciate you. I might as well just catch this dude. He's gonna sit there and run into me when I'm trying to talk to the pirate. Dude, this one's a tank. It all depends. I'm hoping the third quest is the final one. I'm probably gonna drown catching this thing. Everybody that's a content creator start out as a small content creator. Letting you know. No, we will lose all of our progress when the game comes out. As we should, be fair. $25, 15 transparent, 8 negative, 30 geodes, and 70 treasure chests. I mean, I guess it would suck, but it's unfair to everyone else. Dude, how many of these quests are there about to be? 25 cod, 20 codfish, 15 blobfish, 7 hammer sharks, 15 transparent fish, 8 negative, and crack 30 geodes. Like low key, I don't know if I really care. Well, to be fair, the first thing you should do is go down there and get that quest if possible. I should have been doing those quests. Yes, I think. Yes. You can build a speed build though. I just don't have any good artifacts for speed currently. How you doing, MX1? Let's go. We made it to number 4. Almost there. Almost there. Yeah, it's a very clean font. No, the quest I'm doing unlocks like the final secret area, so How's their leaderboard? Because there's multiple. Well, I mean, they need to test that, right, Rowan? So there's a leaderboard to test the leaderboards. And then these will all get reset once the game starts, goes public. There's quite a few testers and content creators with access, I'm pretty sure. I got most of the top tier stuff in the game, not the like top, like not like S1 or whatever, but it'll all get wiped. All right, let's go see what's in the cave real quick. I know some people have joined. No, I don't see a point in grinding off stream, really, Boosh. Why grind so much right now? Well, one, because I make content, and two, because I make content. Well, when the game releases, it resets everything, so it won't be. I'll have to redo everything. I mean, I'm sure you can have your friends join. It's once it's like live. You can't like add people in this set though right now, because if you have early access, they won't still. No, it won't seem boring then. MX. I mean, I make content, right? So the goal is to record as much content as I can before it releases. So that way I have enough content for when it releases for people to search for. Like if I get number one, look at that. We got 2 of the dragons in here right now. If I get number 1 in gold, it's going to be a pretty good resource when I say, hey, I was number 1 in gold during early access, and here's how I why is it not hitting it? I can't hit him. Uh-oh. No! Yes, this is Roblox. Yes, King Julian and everything will reset. When people, like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like when people say that, like things like that, do they read what they say before they hit send? You're like, so it's fish, but you're fighting instead of fishing. So it's not like fish. Just a question. Like, I mean, it has fish and it has water in it. Yes. How do you get early access? You would need to be a content creator with over 30,000 and then apply. I'm going back. I'm trying again. The one said I couldn't hit it yet. I'm hoping the other one will let me. I figured, but I didn't want to tell you couldn't get it, so I figured I'd give you the option. MX, it's a lot of copium, I think. When's it come out? It comes out on the 8th of February. Where'd the one? Is there only one now? Where'd the one go? Hey, yo, bro. What are you doing? I can't catch it. Nope. I'm not strong enough. How did I get early access? I was granted early access. Yeah, you would need like tester or content creator. They're not taking any more testers. There's got to be another weapon somewhere other than the one I have. Like you can't tell me that everything's blocked behind that one quest. What's in the bubble? What bubble? Are you talking about the one right here? I already completed all that. That's the golem. It has some of the same devs as the Forge, yes. How is my tube pink? Because I bought the pink tube. Why you can't join right now? Because it's an early access. See? I should let you get early access. Well, I'm not able to, so. Just give me the quest, bro. You don't need to tell me all these weird things. There you go. Thank you. What are the boat stats? Well, no, my progress will not carry over. Currently, the stats on what I'm using is 300 oxygen, 370 kilograms, and 600 meters depth. So I do think there is something that would improve quality of life. I would rather pay to open every single one of these one time. So like when I teleport, it costs 550 each time or 150 each time. So it's too many clicks. There's no reason for that. Like, why do I want to click this, then click teleport? Just let me click and it'll teleport me. Like, charge me more. All right, chat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, charge for infinite. All right, chat. I am off here for the day. I should be on tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully, we can get closer to number one by tomorrow. Everybody, take care.